This past weekend in Super Bowl 58, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the San Francisco 49ers for their second straight Super Bowl victory and their third in the past 5 years. In this latest Statman Shorts, I'm going to dive deeper into the makeup of the Chiefs roster in terms of Pro Bowlers and All Pros and how it compares to Super Bowl champions of the past. In this analysis, I took a look at all of these Super Bowl winning rosters since 2000 and whether or not that team had a player that went to a Pro Bowl or was named an All Pro over the course of 9 specific positional groups: quarterback, running back, and fullback, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, and special teams. When we look at the Kansas City Chiefs roster from this past Super Bowl, they had 5 Pro Bowls and 2 All-Pros. In terms of Pro Bowlers, a quarterback, 1 wide receiver, tight end, 2 offensive line, and 1 defensive line. And for the All-Pros, 1 offensive lineman and 1 cornerback. So after I gathered all the information from all these Super Bowl champions since 2000, based on who made an All-Pro, who made a Pro Bowl at each specific position, I found that the position that most frequently either made a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro was safety, with 62.5% of these Super Bowls since 2000. Between 2000 and 2010, 9 of 11 Super Bowl winning rosters had a safety. However, in the last 4 Super Bowls, there have been 0 safeties with those honors. Most recently, 2019 Kansas City Chiefs had Tyrann Mathieu named to an All-Pro. Second was quarterback with 58.33% of the time. 6 of the last 8 Super Bowl winning rosters had a quarterback named to either honor. The only 2 that didn't was in 2020 with Tom Brady and 2021 with Matthew Stafford. Number 3 was defensive line, 54.17%. Number 4 was offensive line, 50%. Number 5 was linebacker, 45.83%. Number 6 was wide receiver, tight end, 45.83%. Number 7 was cornerback, number 45.83%. Number 8 was special teams, 37.50%. And last but not least was running back at 16.67% of the time. Fun fact, there have been 0 running backs to be named to either honor in each of the last 10 Super Bowls. The most recent one was in 2013 with the Seattle Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch was named to a Pro Bowl. Some other trends that I noticed, 7 of the last 10 Super Bowl winning rosters featured a wide receiver / tight end named to one of these distinct honors. In addition, 5 of the last 7 Super Bowls have featured a defensive lineman awarded one of these honors, and only 1 of the last 7 featured a linebacker that was awarded one of these honors. In the end, I came up with 4 major takeaways after evaluating all the results of my analysis. Having a high-end safety was more important in the early 2000s as opposed to as of late. Quarterbacks have and will always be the most important position. Time and time again, when you look at Super Bowl winning rosters, more often than not, they have an elite quarterback. Running backs have and will always be the least valuable position. Haven't really seen any marquee running backs named to an All-Pro or Pro Bowl, and that same team also won a Super Bowl. Finally, it seems that you don't need an elite linebacker to give you that edge in the Super Bowl. When you look at some of the Super Bowls early on in the 2000s that featured guys such as Ray Lewis, we haven't seen a lot of that elite production in Super Bowls and winning Super Bowls in quite some time. Thank you to tuning in to another Statman Short. I hope to see you next time.